Well, hello there, my fellow hosts, investors, and magical makers of mountain memories. I'm Eve Barrett, the Cabin Fairy. And today we're going to talk about something that's not exactly fairy dust, but it's going to impact your bottom line. As you know, Airbnb has changed their host fee structure as of April 2026, and if you don't understand, it will quietly eat into your profits. So let's talk about what actually changed. All right, let's break this down. So there's no confusion, no fluff, just clarity with a sparkle of magic. Historically, Airbnb has two main fee structures. You have the split fee model, as well as the host-only fee model. Most individual hosts like yourself, self-managers, were on a split fee model where you paid around 3%, guests paid the rest, typically the 14 to 16%. It was simple, predictable, and easy to explain. But as of April 2026, Airbnb is now pushing more listings into the host-only model fee. What is the host-only model fee? Now, this is where things get a little sneaky. With the host-only model, you, the host, cover the entire service fee. The entire thing, yes, the full thing. That means instead of paying 3%, you could now be paying up to 15% or more, depending on your setup, your cancellation policy, and the location. So you're asking, why is Airbnb doing this? And before you grab your pitchforks, let's understand the strategy. Airbnb is simply trying to create transparency of pricing for the guests, cleaner search results, as well as a more competitive looking listings. So here's the simple truth. Guests don't like seeing a $200 a night cabin that turns into a $340 night checkout. So Airbnb said, let's just roll it all into the nightly rate. But here's the real impact on the hosts. And this is where the average host gets into trouble. If you don't adjust your pricing strategy, here's what happens. Your margins shrink. Your revenue drops. You think demand is down, but it's actually your pricing. This is not just a fee change. This is a pricing psychology shift. And here's a simple example. Let's make it real. So before, the nightly rate equaled $200 and the host fee was 3%, which was $6. The guest paid the extra fees. After, you need to charge around $230 to $240 a night to net the same amount under the host-only model. And if you don't, you're quietly taking a pay cut. So let me share with you what smart hosts are doing. Now don't worry, this is where the pros separate from the hobby hosts. Here's what high-performing properties are doing right now. They're adjusting their nightly rates strategically, not randomly. They're using dynamic pricing tools. They're optimizing their listings for conversion. They're monitoring their booking pace weekly. And most importantly, they're not reacting emotionally. They're adjusting intentionally. And that is exactly where professional property management becomes very valuable. Because this isn't just about raising prices. It's about understanding market demand, positioning your property correctly, protecting your ROI while staying competitive. And if you miss that balance, you either lose bookings or profit. So here's my final fairy wisdom. Here's your takeaway, plain and simple. Airbnb didn't take your money. They changed the rules of the game. And in this business, the hosts who win are the ones who adapt faster than the platform changes. So if you're sitting there wondering, am I priced right? Am I leaving money on the table? Or should I even be managing this myself? I've got you. Book your free Cabin Fairy Discovery call. Let's take a look at your property, your numbers, and your strategy, and make sure your cabin isn't just beautiful, but performing. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow along for more real-world STR strategies. Until next time, I'm Eve, the Cabin Fairy, and I'll see you in the mountains.